And we're back. Paul here with another Hall of Code lesson. Let's dive right in. We're going to be looking at CSS animations. An animation lets an element gradually change from one style to another. And we're going to be looking at a lot of different animations using keyframes which hold what styles the elements will have at a certain time. So let's just dive right in and we'll go through. All right, let's go to HTML and we're going to create a div called spider. And we're going to be using this image right here for this activity, our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. All right, so we have spider as the div name. Now we're going to go to CSS and we're going to style spider, and we're going to add width to 50, height to 50, and background color we're going to go black, and we'll go color white. We'll go font size 3 EM. We'll go text align center. And line height, we'll say 250 pixels. We'll go background image and URL, and we'll go image 6, and that's our Spider-Man. Right, we'll say background repeat, no repeat, and we'll go background position. All right, so now we have Spider-Man in a div, and now we're going to add some animation. Now, to add animation, we're going to use this keyframes, slide. We're going to make them slide left, and we're going to say from transform translate X 100 pixels. Okay, now we have to update the spider class. We're going to add animation name. We're going to say slide left, and we're going to add animation duration. We'll say 1 second. Now you can see, I'm gonna hit refresh. Now you can see that animation slides over horizontally 1 second. If I change this to 2 seconds, 2 seconds, now you can see it slides a little bit slower. I'll go 5 seconds. Look at the animation slide. All right. If I were to change translate X to translate Y, now you can see it's going vertically. Okay, and I'll refresh again. And as you can see, we're translating. So we're going to put that back at 1. And we can also change 100 pixels. We can do something like 300%. And as you can see now, it also you can see the change. So there you go. We'll go back to translate X. All right, there you go. Let's change some things up a little bit. Let's change this from keyframe slide left. We're gonna add another keyframe. All right, and we're gonna call this slide right. And again, we'll keep the translate at 300%. So now we're going from left to right. I'm going to comment out left. We have to go slide right here with a capital R. All right, now you can see that it's translating. The animation is sliding from right to left. We could also do another keyframe. And we're gonna comment out that. We'll say slide up. And we already kind of did that once. And we'll do it again, slide up. And so we'll slide up. And we'll go translate Y. So it's sliding up. And we'll go back and change it to 100 pixels. Okay, so we're sliding up only 100 pixels from where the original div box is located. But if we go 300%, well, let's say 400%, that's 4 times where it started. Okay, and then we'll go slide down. And we'll also we'll just keep that in place and go slide down, slide down. Okay, all right. So, and we'll go back to 100 pixels. Okay, all right, so you can change the animation's name to anything you want to get that to animate. Now we're going to do a little bit of rotation. I'm going to take this, and again, I'm going to copy it. I'm going to comment out, and I'm going to change keyframe to rotate, and we'll say transform, and this time we'll go rotate Z. We'll go 360 degrees. All right, and so now we want to say here rotate. All right, take a look at that. Let's try it again. There you go. So now we can rotate it. If we wanted to make it grow, we can change it from rotate to grow. And we're gonna say, let's add another one. Okay, let's copy and paste. Once again, comment out. And this time we're gonna say grow 100%. And we'll go transform. And we'll say scale. And we'll go 2 and 2. And this time we're going to change that from rotate to grow. And as you can see now, it's growing. So let's do it again. See, it's growing at double the frame rate. All right. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add shrink. We're going to add shrink, and we're going to go scale. So we're going to go, we're doing vertical and horizontal. So we want for the width and the height, and we'll go shrink. And now you can see that it's shrinking. Okay. We'll add another one here. Let's take some of these out because I don't want to go too far down. All right. So we'll comment out that one. And well, before we comment it out, let me copy it. Then let's comment out. All right, we're gonna add fade, and we're gonna get 50% opacity at 0. Okay, and then we'll change this to fade. And now you can see how it just kind of fades out. Okay, so it fades out. We can also tell it to fade in, and we'll say from, and we'll go from opacity of 0. We'll bring that up from opacity of 0 to opacity of 1. All right, and we'll say fade in. All right, now you can see now it's fading in from opacity of 0. So from invisible to visible. Let's go 5 seconds. There you go. Now you can see that much better. Let's add a couple more keyframes here. I'm gonna just take that one out. I'm gonna take these 2 out, and we'll say add keyframe, color change, and we'll go different color changes, 0%, background color, we'll say orange, and then we'll go 20%, and we'll say, and well, let's just do this instead of just keep typing the same thing over and over. We'll just copy and paste, right? Save us some time. All right, so this will be 20%. This will be 40. This will be 60. This will be 80. And we'll go one more. This will be 100%. All right, and we'll just go different colors. Purple, gray, blue, green, and let's go yellow. And so now we're going to change this to color change. All right, look at the colors as they're changing. Okay, I'll just go back to 1 second. And they're changing really, really fast at 1 second. I'm gonna refresh one more time, let you see it. Just add a couple more here, just so that you can kind of see all of the different types of keyframes available. Okay, we got keyframes glow, and we're going to say 50%, and we're going to say box shadow 0, 0, 50 pixels, and we'll say yellow. We're going to comment out of this, out of color change. I'm going to change this to glow. All right, and as you can see, you see the glow on the background here. All right, so we got glow. We can also add this to make it pop. We can add background color of, in the body, we'll just go background color black. Okay, and so now you can kind of see that glow a little bit better there.